Do you remember Candle Cove? That strange children's show? If you do, don't try to remember too much. Hi, I'm Mia, and I want to share a story about Candle Cove. It's a show my friends and I all vaguely remembered from childhood, until we remembered too much and realized it never should have existed. It all started when I came across an old nostalgia forum. People were sharing memories of cartoons and shows they watched as kids. One thread caught my eye. Does anyone remember Candle Cove? Just seeing the name sent a chill through me, though I couldn't figure out why. I clicked on the thread, and the post described a strange, low-budget children's show. It was about a little girl named Janice and her adventures with puppet friends aboard a pirate ship called the Laughing Stock. The ship was alive, with a giant mouth that sometimes moved when it talked. Other characters included Horace Horrible, a one-eyed pirate with sharp, oversized teeth, and the Skin Taker, a skeleton wearing strips of children's skin as clothes. Reading these descriptions made my stomach twist. I remembered it too. I could picture the stiff, jerky movements of the puppets and the way the Skin Taker's jaw clattered as he spoke. He would chant in a sing-song voice, "I'll take your skin." As a kid, I thought it was silly. Now, it felt deeply wrong. People in the thread started sharing more disturbing memories. One user asked, "Does anyone else remember the episode where the Laughing Stock screamed for 10 minutes straight?" I thought I imagined it. Someone else replied, "I used to hide behind the couch whenever the Skin Taker came on. My parents hated the show." Then there were the endings. A user mentioned an episode where Janice got lost in a cave, crying for her mother while faint whispers echoed in the background. Another person recalled an episode ending with 5 minutes of static. But if you looked closely, faint faces would appear in the fuzz, silently screaming. I felt a growing unease. How could so many of us remember watching such a terrifying show as kids without questioning it? Why was the memory of it so vivid now, when I'd forgotten about it for years? That night, I searched for more information about Candle Cove. There were no clips, no photos, just vague references from others who claimed to remember it. It was as if the show had been erased from existence. Curious, I asked my mom about it the next day. "Do you remember Candle Cove?" I asked casually. Her face went pale. "Candle Cove," she repeated slowly, like dredging up a memory she'd buried. "You used to sit in front of the TV, staring at static. You'd talk to it like something was there." Her words sent ice through my veins. Static? That couldn't be right. I clearly remembered the puppets, the ship, and the eerie music. But when I tried to focus on the details, they blurred, like trying to grasp a fading dream. That night, I had a nightmare. I was on the Laughing Stock, surrounded by the puppets. They weren't silly or friendly anymore. They were horrifying. Horace Horrible's teeth gleamed, his single eye twitching wildly. The Skin Taker towered over me, his jaw clattering as he whispered, "I'll take your skin." I woke up drenched in sweat, my heart racing. The next day I went back to the forum, but the thread was gone. When I asked my friends and siblings about Candle Cove, none of them remembered it. Or if they did, they denied it outright. It was as if the show had never existed. But I know what I saw. I know what we all remembered. And I know this. Some memories are better left forgotten. If you ever recall a strange children's show that no one else seems to remember, don't dig too deep. Sometimes what's buried in our past should stay that way.